Hi everyone. In this video, we'll discuss Python while loop. Python while loop is used to repeatable execute a block of code as long as certain condition is true. Basic syntax for a while loop looks like this. While condition. Both compared to the for loop, but for loop having iterable and variable, but here condition has while the condition. Okay. It's called repeatable executable of a block of code. Here you can see while loop works. The condition is evaluated before entering the loop. The condition is true. The code inside the loop is executed. After executing the code inside the loop, the condition is evaluated again. If it is still true, the loop continues to run and the code inside the loop is executed again. This process repeats until the condition becomes false. Once the condition is false, the loop terminates and the program continues with the code after the loop. This is conditions. What is conditions? The condition is evaluated before entering the loop. The condition is true. The code inside the loop is executed. After execution of the code inside the loop, the condition is evaluated again. It's still true. The loop continues to run and the code inside the loop is executed again. The process repeats until conditions becomes false. Condition is false. The loop iterates and program continues forwardly after the loop. This is the main three conditions the while loop parts. This is an example of simple while loop continues counts from 1 to 15. Okay, count is equal to 1 now. While count is less than or equal to 5. Count is less than or equal to 5. Print of counter. Count is will be incremented with 1. Okay, this is called count of using of while loop condition. This is an example. Count is initially set to 1 right now. While loop condition checks whether count is less than or equal to 5. Inside the loop prints the current value of count and increment by 1 using the count plus 1 equal to 1. The output will be the code like this. Now first is initial count will be 1. Now 1 is printed. The count is greater than the condition statement, right? The count print 1. Now count is incremented to 2. 2 is printed. Again goes to count conditions true. Print 2. And again count is incremented by 3. The count value is 3. Count is greater than less than equal to 5. The count will be printed 5. Up to 5 will be printed. This is called while loop condition. You should cause using while loops to ensure that condition effectively because false, otherwise you may create an infinite loop. You can crash your program. To avoid this, make sure to update the loop control inside the loop to eventually make the condition false. It shows in the example above. Okay, this is of this video about Python while loop statement or condition. Thank you. Hi everyone. In this video, we'll discuss while loop conditions. This is called while and condition. This is called while loop condition. Simple syntax. Here's the count is equal to 1. While is a condition. A count is greater than 5. Print the count. Count will be incremented. Output will be from 1 to 4. Will be printed out from 1 to 5 equal because he is using equal to. Suppose I want to give a not equal to. Its output will be 4. We want to give equal to. The output will be up to 5. This is called while loop condition. Here is also one of the condition also. Up to these 1000 numbers, like the sum of the 1 to 100 numbers of even numbers is 2550. Okay. Now input string is a hello world, reverse string and indexing and length of the input string -1. While loop indexing greater than 0 is reversing of string. If you want to give us reverse of string using while loop, it's the reversing of the string by using the while loop. By using reverse underscore string plus equal to input string will be indexes. This is called reversing of string in using while loop. Now coming to this input of enter positive integer and factorial of 1. If I want to give, I want to run this. Now whenever you have to run int input of like this format, you must the terminal will be open like this. If you want to give any number, I want to give 5. Click enter. The output will be 120. If you want to run again, the output will be terminal will open here like this. Then put enter value and click enter. The output will be 4030. Factorial of 8 will be 4330. I want to run it here again. I want to run 48. What is I know factorial of this number? 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 1, like this set of number is the factorial of this number. I want to know factorial of 3, 6. Again, I want to know factorial of 4, 24. Factorial of 5, 120. Okay, this is called factorial of using while loop condition. Now coming to I is equal to 1 and j equal to less than or equal to 1. Sorry, I less than or equal to 5, j equal to 1. These two nested while loop condition, right? Now I want to run it. What is the output you will get? Here we get to move the next line here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. All the patterns will be coming by using this iteration of first while loop condition and second while loop condition. Your I into j by slashing, incrementing of I and j here to move the next line. On to first we have to print the 5 numbers, and from coming to 2, it's incremented 2 times. And coming to 3, it's incremented 3 times. Coming to 4, it's incremented 4 times. Coming to 5, it's incremented 5 times. This is called iterations while using while loop. And finally, by using GCD, greatest common divisor on FSB, the output will be greatest common division of 48, 18 will be 6. I want to check a greatest common division of 12 and 3. I want to check output will be the 3 is the greatest common division. I want to give 15. What is the common division of this one also? This one also 3. I want to give 16. What is the greatest common division of this one? The value 1. I want to give here 9. Sorry, I want to give here 24 and 2. The greatest common is 2. I want to give here 12. That's greatest common division is 12 is the greatest common division. Okay. This is all about the while loop conditions we are using in Python. This is of this video about while loop conditions. Thank you. Begin now. What are the advantages and uses of Python while loop in Python programming? Here, iterating over a sequence. You can use while loop to iterate over elements in sequence, such as list, a string. You can don't know the exact number of iteration advance. Here, while index is less than or equal to my list. Where is list here? Don't take any list. Now print off. This is called iterating over a sequence. This is called iterating of sequence. Now user input validation. Here user input. I want to give any input like string. While user input not equal to yes and user input not equal to no. User input equal to input of please enter yes or no. The output will be user input. It depends on validation of user input. Okay. Now running a menu like here, like we have these menus like in hotels we can give menu like here while true printf statement option 1, option 2 and option 3 exists, right? Choose the input, enter your option, enter your choice. Now first choice is equal to 1, choice is double assigned to 1, the print perform the operation 1, option 1. If choice is 2, perform operation option 2. If the choice is not equal to 3, it's break, else print invalid choice. Please try again. This is called running a menu. So right, waiting for a condition. Can use while loop to wait for certain condition to become true, such as waiting for a file to finish downloading or waiting for a sensor reading to reach a certain value. Right here, while not file is downloaded, what is called finish downloading, not downloaded. Print file is still downloading. Time dot sleep of 1 per second before checking again. It gives this timestamp also. Here simulation modeling. Yes, while loops are used in simulation and modeling sensor scenarios and sensors also. You want to update the state of the system until a specific condition is met of for a certain number of iterations. While not simulation completed, update underscore system underscore state time dot sleep 0.1. The sleep for a short time between updates. Here game loops. What is called game loops? Game development often involve a main game loop that continues to run the game logic until the game is over or player quits. Here while not game over. Here handle underscore input, right? Now update underscore game underscore state. Now render underscore game. These are the more important for game loops. a game development of often involves the main game loop. Here, while loops provides flexibility in handling of situations where you don't have predetermined number of iterations, making them a valuable tool in many programming scenarios. However, it's essential to ensure that loop eventually terminates to avoid infinite loops and extensive resource consumptions. This is all about the advantages and uses of Python while loops. This is of this video. Thank you. However, in this video, we will discuss some interview questions and solutions in Python while loop. The first question, write a Python program to find number of all even numbers from 1 to 100 using a while loop. Here total is equal to 0. Here number equal to 2. While number is less than or equal to 1000. Total plus equal to number. What is the number here? 2. Total is 0. 0 incremented by 2. The number will plus number incremented also 2. The print the total. All even numbers will be incremented in this loop to get the sum also by using total plus number. But here number is incremented plus 2. Every incrementing of plus, right? The loop will be up to conditional statements up to the value of 100. 1. Second question, explain the difference between while loop and a for loop in Python solution. The while loop contains executable file specified condition is true, whereas in for loop iterates over a sequence, a list or a range of numbers that executes a block of code for each element in the sequence. Right, now coming to third one, write a Python program to reverse a given string using a while loop. Here it is input string is equal to hello world, reverse string is equal to some empty. Now indexing of length of input string -1. While index is less than or equal to 0, reverse the string plus equal to input string index. Index is less than or equal to 1. The index is reversed, so the reverse string will be printed out like full D, L, or O, W, like this will be printed out. Now, what is the fourth question? What is an infinite loop and how can you avoid it when using a while loop? Infinite loop is a loop that runs independently because its exit condition is never met. To avoid infinite loops when using a while loop, ensure that the loop condition eventually becomes false. You can do this by updating the loop control variables within the loop or by including a conditional statement that will be eventually evaluated to false. This is all about what is infinite loop and how can you avoid if it when using while loop. Okay. What is the next question? Write a Python program that prompts the user to enter a positive integer and calculate its factorial using a while loop. Here n is equal to int of input, enter a positive integer. Okay, now I enter 5. Factorial of equal to 1. Now while n is greater than 0, the factorial into the n. What is factorial? 1. 1 into n. N value is 5. The n is less than or equal to 1. Factorial is will be the factorial. Now print factorial. I call factorial is equal to what I print here. Factorial number is multiplied by the n. Okay. Now sixth question says explain the concept of a nested while loop and provide an example. Here a nested while loop is a while loop placed inside the another while loop. This is often used for more complex control flow. Here is an example that prints a multiplication table. If I is equal to 1, while this condition is satisfies, j equal to 1, this condition satisfies, print I into j end of t. Now j is incremented and print the move the next line and I also incremented. This is called as the concept of nested while loop for providing one of the example of nested while loop. This is one while loop. This is another while loop. While loop condition for this one. While loop condition to this print statement. Now coming to seventh question. What it says, write a Python program to find largest common division GCD, greatest common division of two numbers using value. Here the function write and return value also. Here I got greatest common division a comma b, while b a comma b equal to b comma b, while a comma b equal to b, a comma b equal to b, a percentage by b returns a. Now num1 is equal to 48, num2 is 18. Results GCD of num1 and num2. GCD of num1 and num2 is result. Okay, this is called example. You can run in Python programming. I want to copy this. I want to execute this in Python programming. I will show you. I will actually this question you will see in running of Visual Studio Code. This is of this video about interview questions regarding while loop in Python technical interview. Thank you for watching.